And good evening, everyone. We are live here at the Bentley Projects, live in the room, and thank you all for joining us live on our stream for Blueprints and Blue Jeans celebrating Habitat for Humanity, Central Arizona. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Big round of applause. It's so great to see everyone in the room gathering together again and again. Thank you to everyone who's joining us live as well. My name is Carey Peña. I'm alongside my friend Ian Schwartz from 3TV and CBS 5. Ian is a meteorologist and a supporter of Habitat for Humanity.
Thank you so much. So glad to be here. As mentioned, I'm a meteorologist. I know about the wind. Don't ask me about the wind. It's windy. I got it. We don't need the emails. It's so great to be here, part of this important event. The things they do here, I mean, they're so innovative at Habitat. In fact, this is a 3D printed blazer. Yeah. Now, it's still drying, so don't hug me, because I'll just disintegrate. So give me a little bit of time. I'm a native. Gary's been here a long, long time. I've seen this city grow so much. We're finally a big city. How about it? Have you driven down 7th Ave or anything lately? You know, rush hour starts at 1. You go about 70, and that's kind of the slow lane. If you try to go to a restaurant, have you gone out to dinner lately? There's like a 6-hour wait. I went to Filiberto's the other night, and they said, you need a reservation. I said, oh my God, what happened? But with that growth, it's really kind of exposed some of the problems we have with housing here. And that's why we're here tonight, to try to solve some of those problems. There's a lot of fantastic work going on, and with your help and your generosity, we're going to continue that.
Yes, and Habitat is solving problems, and we're going to talk to you tonight about all of the incredible things that are going on with Habitat for Humanity Central Arizona. I have been so blessed to work alongside this organization. The previous few years, we produced virtual events, and tonight, again, we are here in person. We want to start by saying thank you so much to the sponsors, including my friends from Stearns Bank, right here, live and in person. And we're going to be thanking our sponsors throughout the evening, but if you would first turn your attentions to the screen and have a look at our friends from Stearns Bank.
Hi, my name's Tom Hosier. I'm Chief Lending Officer with Stearns Bank. Behind every door stands an opportunity. We commend Habitat for Humanity for its ongoing efforts to not only help open those doors, but also for building new ones.
At Stearns Bank, we know that creativity opens doors.
Hard work opens doors.
Communication opens doors.
Teamwork opens doors.
Thank you, Habitat for Humanity, for opening doors that change lives.
For unlocking potential through collaboration and determination.
Our team is honored to partner with you to continue building and opening new doors and new opportunities for years to come.
We are committed to participate not only through financial contributions, but also by lending our hands as dedicated volunteers.
And to all those individuals and families with the determination to open the next door, we say,
welcome home.
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 Welcome home. Welcome home.
Thank you so much to Stearns Bank. They have been long supporters of Habitat for Humanity. And now I really want you all to pay close attention here to this next video, because this is really an outpouring of the love and support, the community support, all of the volunteers, and all of the incredible programs that Habitat for Humanity has here in the Valley, from helping our veterans to helping our seniors to construction in training. Go ahead and take a look at the screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, incredible work. And of course, that's from Carey, Peña, and her crew at Inspired Media 360. An amazing job. My name's Letitia Fry. Let's start with those of you at home. Welcome. We're sorry you're not with us, but we are certainly thrilled that you will be a part of us here tonight as we celebrate Habitat for Humanity and Blueprints and Blue Jeans. So here's what you need to know if you're at home. First of all, if you're at a watch party, thank your host for us, but that means that they are probably registered and you may not be. This is a one-device event, so you can use your cell phone even though you're watching that, so make sure you go to the homepage. That's right. It is actually habitatcaz.org/galas. Now, once you're there, you'll be able to join us. Now, our silent auction is closed except for those 6 fabulous doors that are done by our artists and, of course, the wine and spirits, which will stay open all the way till this Sunday, the 24th of April at 8 p.m. Pacific. Now, another thing you want to know, this live auction I'm about to do is really more of a show for you, and it is all for them. They're going to be using those bitter paddles and bidding high, so don't worry, you're not missing anything there. We didn't actually put that online. However, in a little bit of the program, we're going to go into our paddle raise, and that is when you can participate just like the people in the room. And when you do, you'll be able to text to give as well. Just remember, every door, 76278. Now that you know how to do this at home, how about here in the room? Are we ready? All right. So, for those of you in the room, we have 6 live auction items. My name's Letitia Fry. This is going to be a blast. Get those bitter paddles out. Hold those hands high. If I do not see your bid, on my right is Tamara. Make some noise, Tamara. Yes, on my left is Oliver. Make some noise, Oliver. That's right. Between the 3 of us, no one is safe. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get those out. We're going to start with an amazing opportunity for you to go to North Carolina. This first item is actually a trip to the beach. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an incredible opportunity. It Sleeps 7, an amazing, beautiful private condominium that is on Paradise Island. That is in Carolina Beach in North Carolina. Now, those of you that have never been to this area, it has an amazing boardwalk, very, very family-friendly, lots of things to do outdoors from all kinds of things on both the lake and the ocean. And, of course, this particular area has all sorts of things within walking distance for friends, family, and a whole bunch. So this is an entire week. Great way to beat the heat. This is an incredible 3-bedroom. Your first bedroom, it's 2 levels. Upstairs, master, incredible king with its own private balcony, which overlooks both the actual harbor and the ocean. Down below from there, you have your 2 other bedrooms, also one with a king. The other actually has a full and then a twin bunk, what I call the Martha Stewart bunk, the really cool big bed on the bottom and the twin up top. So whether that's 6 adults or you bring kids or you do 7 or it's an amazing reunion or a girls trip, it will be unbelievable. This house boasts an incredible full living and kitchen area. On top of that, when you go, you get 6 wristbands that go to the pool that is in the center of the actual compound, and you're right there where all the boats pull in. They have beach chairs. They have actual beach little wagons that you can pull and everything you want to do. The Carolinas are a ton of fun in the summer, so this is for all of you. Again, up to 7 of you, 6 nights, 7 days, full week, North Carolina, valued at over $3,000. Opening bid here and now will be $1,500. Here we go. $1,500, you bid at $1,500, you bid at $15. $15 get a bid now, $2,000. And you can cheer them on. It's how they bid. $15 get a bid now, $2,000 get a bid now, $25. You're at $2,000 going $25. $25, you bid at $25, you bid at $3,000. $2,500, you bid at $3,000. $3,000, you bid at $3,000. An entire week at the beach. And, of course, all 7 of you. $3,000, you bid at $3,000. $25, you bid at $3,000. $3,000, you bid at $3,000. $2,500 going $3,000. $3,000, you bid at $3,000, you bid at $3,000. $25, you bid at $3,000. Last chance, $3,000. Yes, $3,000. $3,000, you bid at $35,000. $35, you bid at $3,000. Gonna bid now $35,000. Cheer them on, Habitat. $3,000 gonna bid now $35,000. $35, you bid at $3,000. Front, you bid at $35,000. $35, you bid at $3,005. $3,000 going $35,000. $3,000, you bid at $35,000. Last chance at $35,000. $35, you bid at, believe me, when it's $110, you're gonna wish you did this. $3,000 gonna bid now $35,000. $35, you bid at $3,000. Gonna bid now $35,000. Once, $35,000. Twice. It has been sold. $3,000. What's the better number? 392, 392. Give them a huge round of applause. All right. Up next, for those of you that don't know or not familiar with or belong to the Paradise Valley Country Club, there is actually an amazing chef that is there that is actually Chef Marcus. Chef Marcus DeConing, which actually used to be at Desert Mountain. He has been there for a long time now. An incredible opportunity, one of the best chefs and one of the kindest gentlemen. Now, you have all the way from June 1st all the way through October 15th, but they do close the club for July, so no July. But this is going to be up to 12 of you. Now, this is an interactive cooking class. Now, Liz, who's been my incredible counterpart through all of this, always goes the extra mile and gave me the menus of an example of what you can actually learn to cook. So I went through it. It is duck breast with figs and port. It is roasted butternut squash risotto, lemon meringue tarts, incredible something called angry shrimp. There is something called angry shrimp. And it has a black bean mango salsa. Absolutely incredible. And you can pick from a variety of menus. You're going to get a chance to cook all of this. You get to take those recipes home with you. And then, of course, the 12 of you get to wine and dine at the country club, and it's all paired with wines, 4 courses plus dessert, and you cook it. So all of this with, of course, Chef Marcus, which is an extraordinary opportunity to support Habitat. So this is what it is, interactive dining and cooking classes, and you get to keep the recipes, and you can help create the menu if you want to customize your own as well. So opening bid for this one, priceless, is $1,000. 12 of you. Here you go. $1,000, you able to $1,000. $1,000 back, you able to $15. $15, get it now $2,000. $2,000 back, you able to $25. $25, you able to $2,000. Cheer them on, that's how they bid. $25, you able to $2,000. Now 25, you able to 3. 3,000 back, you able to 35. 35 in the front, you able to 35, going 4. 4,000, you able to $4,000. I've got 35 in the middle, going 4. 4,000, you able to 4,000. 3,500, you able to 4. 4,000, you able to $4,000. 3,500, going 4. 4,000, you able to 4,000. I'm with you, Oliver, at 3,500, right there. 35, you able to $4,000. 4,000, you able to 4. 35, you able to 4. Last chance at 4. 12 of you, Chef Marcus. 3,500, you able to 4,000. 4,000, give it a 4. 35 going 4. 4,000 once. 4,000 twice. It has been sold. $3,500. What's the bidder number, Ollie? 572? 572. 572. Thank you so much. Give a huge round of applause. Are we having a good time? Absolutely. And for those of you at home, we miss you. So now, moving on to our next item. Arizona golf. Now, you can thank a couple of key people for this. One person just preferred to be cited as a friend of Habitat. But of course, your CEO happens to live in a pretty extraordinary community. So we need to give Jason a little round of applause here because he's part of this. And Terry Winters, I'm not sure where Terry is. All of them have actually gotten together in this. So to golf these 4 courses, with the exception of one, there's going to be a threesome. The other 3 are foursomes, which usually you can't do. You need someone to go with you. So first of all, Paradise Valley Country Club. You're going to get a foursome of golf there, which normally you can't do. You usually have to golf with a member. Then Phoenix Country Club, which is home, of course, to the Charles Schwab Cup. Now, incredible course, very, very old school Phoenix. Then it changes up. We're going to go to Jason's hometown over here, to Desert Highlands, which actually just got voted in the top 25 golf communities in the country, especially known for its golf course. Now, the only place we're going to go down to 3 people, because you have to golf with a member, is, of course, at Desert Mountain. So Desert Mountain, you're actually going to get a chance to go there for the 3, but the other ones are all foursomes. None of these are usually places you can go do that at. So all 4 of some of the best golf that you have in all of Arizona. So this one's for you. Opening bid for this one for all 4 of these opportunities at these exclusive private courses is going to be $1,500. Here we go. $1,500, be able to $1,005. 15, get a bid now 2. 2,000, get a bid now 25. 25, you able to 2, get a bid now 25. 25, get a bid now 3. 3,000, you able to 3. Tomorrow, I got 25 in the middle. Got to go to 3. I'm in the middle. 25, going to be now 3,000, going to be now 35. 35, yes, going to be now 4. Oliver at 35, you able to 4. 4, you able to 45. 45, you able to 4,005. Cheer them on. They're at a war. 4,000, going to be now 45. 45, you able to 4,000. 45, Oliver. 45, you able to $5,000. Ollie's in at 45. 5,000, you able to 5. You able to 55. Oliver, you're out. 5,005, you able to 55. 5,000, 55. 6,000. 6,000, you able to $6,000. 5,005, you able to 6,000. 65. 6,500, you able to 6,005. 6,000, going to be now 65. 65. 7,000. 7,000, but you able to $7,000. 65 going 7. 7,000. 75. 7,500, you able to 75. 75 once. 75 twice. It has been sold. $7,000. Congratulations. Bidder number 356. 356. Oh, that's a good one. See? Desert Highlands does that. So now moving on to our next item. This one is very, very special. During the pandemic, a lot of people figured out that there were amazing things to do in Arizona. You did not have to leave our state to have some of the greatest experiences in the world. Castle Hot Springs was a very, very popular spot, but the pandemic put it into an entirely new stratosphere. The wait list, the sold out, and the incredible opportunity to actually find a chance to go to this amazing, amazing desert gem. Now, for those of you that don't know, back in the heyday of early Hollywood, everyone came out to Castle Hot Springs because the natural springs there, including former US presidents, were known to heal. So Castle Hot Springs, the owners had actually completely reinvented and rejuvenated this to its original grandeur, including the original cabins, one that burnt down. The grounds are unbelievable. A private farm that grows all of your food, of which you have a chance to interact with, all inclusive, your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner. Everything is farm to table. You have access there to all of the hot springs, which actually flow even into your tub. You can go within the pool and into the hot springs. The grounds are extraordinary. But one of the things that people struggle with the most about Castle Hot Springs is it's just a little bit north outside of Lake Pleasant. And if you go up there, you go by Ben Avery, and then you go up by the lake, and you got to keep going, and you go down this road that may look on a map like it's not all that long, but it's one of the most challenging roads you could ever go on. So that's why we're going to send you by helicopter instead. So we're going to cut the line. You'll leave from Scottsdale Air Park. You'll get in your helicopter, and you will land in the middle of the resort while everyone is hanging out, having their lunch. You will land in the middle of the grass, right outside the main cabin. You will be transported back when you are done with your 2 nights and 3 days, all inclusive, all included, Castle Hot Springs, back to Scottsdale Air Park. Usually don't get to sell it with the helicopter. It's an extraordinary experience, and it's right here in your hometown. Here we go. Opening bid, $2,500. Wheels up, $2,500, you bid at $3,000, but now $35. $35, you bid at $35, you bid at $35, you bid at $4. $4,000, you bid at $4,000. $4,000 going $45. $45, you bid at $5,000. $5, you bid at $5, you bid at $55. $55, you bid at $5,005. Tomorrow I'm with Ollie at $5. $55, you bid at $5,005. Ollie's in at $5. $5,000, you bid at $55. $55, you bid at $5,500. I'm at $5 going $55. Helicopter alone worth that. $55, you bid at $5, you bid at $55. Last chance, $5,500. $55, $6,000. $6,000, you bid at $6,000. I'm at $5,500. $6,000, $65. $6,500, you bid at $6,005. You bid at $65. I've got 6 in the back of it now, $65. $65, you bid at $7,000. Oliver's out at $7. $7,000, you bid at $7. You bid at $7 going $75. $75, you bid at $7,005. $7,000 of it now, $75. $75, you bid at $7,500. $75, yes, $8,000. $8,000, you break it now, $75 going $8. $8,000, you break $8,000. $75 going $8. $75, you break $8,000. $8,000 once. $8,000 twice. It has been sold. $7,500. Bidder 126. So fun. Now, our next item, and those of you that are at home, we hope you're enjoying all this, but we hope to see you in person next year with us as well. So, moving right along from Castle Hot Springs. Now, this is a dinner unlike any other dinner in the world. I know that Mark and Isabella Candelaria couldn't be here tonight, but I think some of the Candelaria home team is here, aren't they? Do I have Candelaria? Yes, we do. Gotta love Candelaria. So there's a couple parts to this dinner, but let's start with Mark. Anyone here that's been reading the Wall Street Journal might notice that for the 3rd time in 22 years, Mark Candelaria and Candelaria Designs were the architects behind the highest selling home in one of our areas, this time Paradise Valley, for $21 million. Just happened. That's Mark Candelaria and his team. Give him a round of applause. It's a big thing. That is the third time that they've actually topped. And as an architect, that is a huge deal. So that's all fine and good until you find out where you're having dinner. See, Mark is an amazing chef. He and Isabella have these trips to Italy that literally go down legendary. The man, outside of being an architect, is one of the most amazing, literally Italian food, but also Spanish food, in this case, paella. Now, the one thing about Mark is he's not always the cleanest chef, so you're going to be very glad this is not happening at your house. Because I've actually been to one of his parties. I'm like, what are you doing in there? It's amazing. But that's why your CEO is going to hold it at his house instead. So you're going to get to go to Jason's house, and you're going to have 8 of you. And you're actually going to get a chance to go and not only just spend this time. First of all, can we give our CEO a round of applause, please? Your CEO, Jason Barlow, you know, since November 2nd of 2015, 6.5 years, has led this organization through through a pandemic and had outstanding results here in Arizona. Now, as a retired colonel of the U.S. Air Force and a man that was once with the Department of Homeland Security, I'm pretty sure he has a few stories to tell you outside of just Habitat. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure he'll keep Mark in line while he cooks. So, paella with Mark. And then, of course, going into your CEO's home, 8 of you, wine, paella, and stories that I'm sure will last a lifetime. So this is for you, ladies and gentlemen. Opening bid for this one is going to be $1,500. $1,500, you put it at $1,005. 15, get it now. 15, you put it at $1,500. 8 of you, paella, wine, your CEO's home, and Mark Candelaria. 15, get it now. $2,000. 15, get it now. 2,000 bid, and cheer them on. 15, get it now. $2,000. By the way, that home that we talked about is in Desert Highlands, that top 25 gated community and golf place in all of the country. So trust me, you're going to have an experience unlike any other. Paella, Desert Highlands, and of course, the Barlow family and the Candelarias. So here we go. $1,500, you open it at $2,000. 2,000 gonna bid now 25. Cheer them on, 25. 3,000. 3,000 gonna bid now 35. 35, you bid at 3,005. I've got 3 in the back gonna bid now 35. 35, you bid at $3,500. 3,000 gonna bid now 35. 35, you bid at $4,000. 4, you bid at 4. 35, you bid at 4. Cheer them on. $4,000. 35, you bid at 4. 4,000, you bid at $4,000. 3,500 going 4. 4,000, you bid at 4,000. 3,500, yes, 4,000 gonna bid now 45. 45, you bid at 4,005, you bid at 5. 4,000 gonna bid now 45. 4,000, 45, 5,000. 5,000, you bid at $5,000. 4,500, you bid at 5. 5,000, you bid at 5,000. 4,500, go and help him think about it. Cheer him on. $5,000. We're at 45, going 5. 5,000, you bid at 5,000. 4,500, you bid at 5. 5,000, you bid at $5,000. Yes, 5,000. 55. 55, you bid at 5,005. 5,000 gonna bid now 55. 5,500, you bid at 5,005. 5,000 going $5,500. 5,005. 55, you bid at 55. You bid at 55. Last chance. 55. Once. 55. Yes! 55, 6,000. 5,500, you bid at $6,000. 5,500 going 6. 6,000, you bid at $6,000. 5,500, you bid at $6,000. $6,000 once. $6,000 twice. Last chance. It has been. Oh, 6,000 back in. 6,000 going 65. 6,005, you bid at 65. 6,000 gonna bid now 65. 6,500. 6,000, you bid at 6,005, you bid at 5. Cheer him on 65. Cheer him on 65. 7,000. 65, you bid at 7. 7,000, you bid at $7,000. 65 going $7,000. Last chance at 7,000. 7,000 once. 7,000 twice. It has been sold. $6,500. Ali, what's the bidder number? 178. 178. Give me a huge round of applause. That's going to be a paella dinner unlike any other. So now, last but not least, what I love about this next, okay, if anyone hasn't been to Beaver Creek, Colorado, it is one of the most beautiful places. Just outside of Vail, so Vail's very, very close. Drive distance from the airport, you fly into Denver. This is an incredible opportunity because you have a choice. This is a ski-in, ski-out, completely renovated condo in Beaver Creek. Or it can be a summer haven and beat the heat. If you choose in the summer, they're going to actually add in golf. So if you choose to go in the summertime, and this sleeps up to 6 of you, Then you're going to get to have just two of you out playing golf at Sonanail, which is an amazing course. It's about 15 minutes outside of Vail. But if you go in the wintertime, this incredible master actually has a king, 2 full baths, and then the second bedroom has those bunks again, where you get the queen full on the bottom and the twin on top. So that room has that. It sleeps up to 6 of you. Ski in, ski out, 7 nights, 8 days. Wood-burning fireplace, extraordinary kitchen, dining area, incredible opportunity, and Beaver Creek, one of the most glorious places you could ever be in your life. So you could be summer, it could be winter, which is very unusual when we have that choice when we sell something like this. So it's your last item of the night. It's worth over $7,000. And again, your choice. Will it be beat the heat or ski to your heart's content? So opening bid on this one, $3,500. 6 of you, 7 nights, 8 days. $3,500, you able to $4,000. $3,500, you able to $4,000. $4,000, you able to $4,000. Cheer them on, Beaver Creek. $3,500, you able to $4,000, you able to $45,000. $45,000, you able to $4,000, you able to $4,500. $4,000 going, $45,000, last chance. $45,000, cheer them on, it's the last item. $5,000, you able to $5,000. $4,500, you able to $5,000. $5,000, you able to $5,000. $4,500 going $5,000. $5,000, you able to $5,000. $4,500, you able to $5,000. $5,000, you able to $5,000. Beaver Creek, 7 nights, 6 of you, $5,000. $55,000. $5,000, you able to $55,000, you able to $5,000. $5,000, you able to $55,000. $5,000, get it right now, $55,000, you able to $5,000. $5,500, last chance. $15,000, you able to $5,000. I got 5, you able to $55,000. Yes, $55,000. $6,000. $6,000, get it right now, $6,000. $55,000, you able to $6,000. $5,500, it's so awkward because they're sitting back to back, right? Don't look at each other. Just look this way. $5,500, you able to $6,000. $55,000, you able to $6,000. Last chance at $6,000. $5,500, you able to $6,000. Last chance, $6,000 once. $6,000 twice. It has been sold. $5,500. Congratulations, bidder 114. Give me a huge round of applause. And now we're going to switch gears for a moment, and we're going to ask that you pay attention to the video screens, because this is actually one of the Habitat team members. Siobhan Diaz is an incredible woman, and you're going to hear about an amazing veteran family. And as we move into this portion of the night and we get towards our paddle race, please understand that while there's so many incredible programs here at Habitat for Humanity, the work that they dedicate to our veterans in those programs is beyond exceptional. So please take a look and a listen and meet one of our families.
Hi, I'm Siobhan Diaz, and I'm the Senior Neighborhood Revitalization Case Manager at Habitat for Humanity. We first met Shirley and Joseph Jakovich 3 years ago, and they needed a lot of work on their home. Their biggest concern was the AC was out in their home. Once we got there, we realized that they also needed their roof replaced. They needed new windows and doors. They needed a tub to shower conversion and several other little repairs around their home. Sometimes these people go years without water, without AC, because they just don't have the means to do it. The first meeting that I had with him, we kind of went through and just took a look at the house and everything that they needed. And he was just very adamant about the fact that he wanted to be able to complete all of these repairs before he passed, so that his wife wouldn't have to worry about, finding people to do that or finding the means to be able to do the repairs on her own. So it was just really important for him that we get everything done. I lived on a military base for 8 years, so veterans are special to my heart. Just knowing what they sacrifice and what the families go through, it just means a lot to be able to give back to them. Right now, we have 142 veterans on our wait list, and that number grows daily. We get calls every day with veterans needing home repairs. When I got the call from Shirley that Joseph had passed away, it was sad. I felt sad for her, and I was sad because I got to know him as a person. But it also made me smile because I knew how special it was that we were able to accomplish his goals by completing all of those home repairs before he passed. So I, inside knew that he passed knowing, that she wouldn't have to worry. That's what Habitat for Humanity is all about, helping as many veterans as we can get to. We just have to find a way to get there.
So this portion, and for those of you at home, this is where you do get a chance to participate with us. We're going to go through different denominations, and you certainly can find them on your GiveSmart website. And again, if you're not on there, just go to the homepage of habatatzaz.org/galas, and you can go ahead and get onto this page to participate. Those of you in the room, all you have to do is raise your paddle. If you'd rather quietly do it on a phone, you're welcome to do that too. And those of you at home, if you'd like to simply text to give, it's every door to 76278. Now, as you can see, Shirley and Joseph are actually one of our examples of how the veteran and the veteran repair program help to keep our veterans in homes that they've been in for a long, long time. Now, I don't know how many Grand Canyon University fans I have in the room. Do I have some GCU fans? That's right. Well, do you know Grandma Lopes? Do you recognize Grandma Lopes? That's who Shirley is. So those of you that might know one of the women that has never missed a game, and she's known as Grandma Lopes, that's Shirley. And so Shirley has lost her husband, who was in the Army, and now has her home. And again, it was heating, it was AC, it was some plumbing issues, it was windows instead of plastic coverings. And you know what? That's Grandma Lopes. And that's an example of how we stand up for our veterans here with Habitat for Humanity. All of this portion of our paddle raise is going towards these Impassion programs for veterans here tonight. Our first level, and again, and if I count a denomination, we want one for everyone. It's a 100% tax-deductible gift. But because we're in Arizona, and because this is an Arizona state tax credit charity, because they've been approved for that, no matter what you give in denomination, $800 if you're in a married household goes dollar for dollar on your Arizona state tax, or $400 if you're in a single household. But the rest of it is a tax-deductible gift, 100% to the IRS. So our first denomination here tonight, in honor of both of this incredible Joseph and Shirley, is a $5,000 donation. Anyone that would like to give, now is the time to raise your paddle. It's 100% tax-deductible. And if anyone would like to do it, and there it is right in front of me, bidder 386 is giving $5,000. My bidder 502 is also giving $5,000, and that's $10,000 raised. And for those of you at home, remember, you can simply just click and give as well. There's something for everyone. So every actual story that you're here are very real stories. And again, Liz and I had a chance to get to know each other over these past several months. And in my line of work, with over 18 years of doing this now, I don't just show up and call the bids. I go out and volunteer and get to know everyone. So Liz and I, we had a chance to go to one of the women builds, right, not far from this neighborhood here, and had a chance to go to the headquarters and tour there as well. And all of these stories that Liz picked out are personal stories of what they've been able to see impacting the veteran community. And some of them are veterans that have been there for a long time and in their houses a long time. Other stories I'm going to tell you about how a veteran's life changed due to other different health issues and how the houses can be retrofitted. So the next couple I want to tell you about is a lovely woman by the name of Doris. And Doris has a husband named Gary. Now, Gary was also in the Army, and Gary passed away. It was after Gary passed away that Doris found a leak that seemed to have gone unnoticed for years. So she contacted Habitat. Turns out that that leak actually had been going on for a lot longer than she thought. There was an uninhabitable amount of toxins and mold in her house. So much so that when Habitat came to actually help her, she had to move in with friends and family while they were doing it. Flooring, plaster, all of it, the works. And then they were happily able to put this beautiful woman, after the loss of her husband, back in the home she knows and loves. That's what Habitat does. And it does it for the people that have served our country. You should give a round of applause for that, because it's good stuff. For those that have served, they give back. This level is $2,500. These are real life stories. Anyone that would like to give $2,500 is your level. And there's 270 jumping in at 25. 372 is jumping in. 506 is jumping in. 386, another 25. 188, another 25. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 5 people at $2,500 right there. That's incredible. Another $12,500 on top of your 10, and you're at $22,500 in a matter of about a minute. So, one of the next actual stories that comes from this is a gentleman by the name of Ronnie. Now, this is an example of what happens when the veteran's lifestyle changes. Ronnie had to have his leg amputated, and through his amputation, reached out to Habitat as a veteran because he needed to have the doorways widened because his life had actually changed. Not so much the need of the house, but his life and his need in his house. So they were able to do that for him. And then through COVID, his wife got COVID, and she ended up in the hospital for about 4 months, and when she was discharged, she she's now wheelchair bound. So they reached out again. And guess what? They were able to go into what was once a tub, retrofitted into a shower with the actual poles, the bars that you hold on to, and she's able to be that. That's the examples of what it is. Habitat meets everyone where they are, but particularly when it comes to veterans, those that have actually selflessly served for us, they have a chance to know that Habitat's on their side, and they can't do that without you. This level is $1,000. These are real-life stories from our veterans and how Habitat has changed their life. Anyone that wants to give, now is the time to raise your paddle. You're about $22,500 and $1,582 isn't it 1,000? Can I get that one more time? 294 isn't it 1,000? 110 isn't it 1,000? 386 another 1,000. 582 isn't it 1,000? 182 isn't it 1,000? And that is also another. Oh, right there. Can I see that bidder number tomorrow? 310, I love it. She was raising her name tag. I'm like, wow, if I could read that. 310 is in at 1,000. 330 is in at 1,000. 320 is in at 1,000. I got you, my beautiful. Anyone else? Because 9 of you just did that and raised another $9,000 right there, ladies and gentlemen, which is amazing. So one of the other things is that many of the veterans I've talked about, you might think of like veterans that have been for, maybe also entering into elderly, but we help veterans that are newly out of the military, newly. So Antonio was one such veteran, and there is actually a program with the U.S. services actually reach out to kind of match people with different careers as they're leaving their military career. And Antonio came across our construction and training program and came through that program with little to no actual knowledge on construction, newly out of the military, and went through it and loved it so very, very much. And one of the things that he actually, ironically, to do with this actual event is that he could read blueprints. Never actually thought in his lifetime he would actually read a blueprint. He got to read a blueprint, and it's actually working for him as a way to actually have an income post-military. That's another example. There's so many different ways that actually Habitat helps our veterans. This is $500. These are examples. Anyone that would like to give, now is the time to raise your paddle. Anyone at $500, now is the time. There it is. 318's in at 500. 444 is in at 500. 370 is in at 500. 326 is in at 500. 454 is in at 500. 338, 500. 228 at 500. 292, another 500. 386 at 500. 410, another 500. 530 at 500. 542, another 500. 538 at 500, 344, another 500, and 120 just became the 15th person to give $500, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a huge round of applause. It's $7,500. It's a lot of money. And the next one, Frank. So Frank is actually one that is in our GCU community, actually, and in those houses. And Frank was actually through his disabilities and then in a wheelchair, having some trouble maintaining his house. And you have to maintain your house. So Habitat came in. What do? Remove the grass, put it in with gravel and rock. Now there's not as much house to take care of, and you still get to enjoy the outdoors, and you don't need to worry about the lawn. Sometimes it's the simplest fix, but to that veteran, it's everything. Ladies and gentlemen, this is $250. Anyone that would like to give, now is the time to raise your paddle. These are concrete examples of the veterans we help every day. Anyone at $250, now is the time. 404 is in at $250. 386, another $250. 518 at $250. 484, another $250. 198 at $250. 220 at $250. 206 at $250. 580 at $250. 336 at $250. 314, another $250. 260 at $250. 178 at $250. 324, another $250. 158 at $250. 240, another $250. 140 at $250. And 496, the 17th person to give at $250. That is a lot raised there. Give them a round of applause. And it's very ironic timing that someone that was in the way back that I passed earlier on my way to the restroom has just entered the room. Because this last level, those of you at home, this is something that you can participate by giving, but for those of you in the room, this is something for you to actually join in a moment of solidarity and also have a chance to win something. So you don't need those bitter paddles anymore tonight. So they're just about to turn into $100 bills, which means anyone that holds it up and turns it in, it's a $100 donation, but it also just turned in the chance to win 2 nights valued at $1,200 at the Scottsdale Fairmont Princess. Now, Here's who I want to dedicate this level to and why I asked to possibly everyone think of. Because Sydney just walked in the room. Sydney thinks I'm not going to notice that he just walked in the room. I noticed you, Sydney. So Sydney comes to us from Maryland, and Sydney was a Green Beret. And I think that deserves a round of applause. He also has a biomedical engineering degree and found himself coming from Maryland into Phoenix and found himself up against without a home. And he came to us through U.S. Vets. And he came to us and he went through the construction and training program and did such an incredible job at it that he now is the teacher of that program. He also now has gone through, and just so you know, today, and this is what he really needs, a big round of applause for, he just moved into his apartment today. So, Sydney, we're going to turn this into a bit of a homecoming for you because I told him, you're stuck now. You're a Phoenician. We're not letting you go anywhere. You're not ever going back to Maryland. So give that man a huge round of applause. He's part of the Habitat family, and we love him. Nobody needs their bitter paddles anymore. My crew's going to come through. If you hold them up, they turn into $100 bills. All you have to do is hold them up. Just hold up those $100 bills. That's all you have to do. That's just the bitter numbers. They just turned into $100 bills. We're going to collect them all. They're also raffle tickets. You're going to get a chance to win $1,200 for 2-night stay at the Scottsdale Fairmont Princess. Oliver, keep picking them up and keep going and give everyone a huge round of applause and keep holding them up high. They're running through. Oliver, keep running through. They're all just turned into $100 bills. Carey and Ian are going to announce the winner towards the end of the show right now. But as that is happening, I'm going to toss back to them because our passionate support of veterans is not even close to over. So welcome Carey and Ian back while they introduce you to one of the most amazing philanthropists and veteran partners to Habitat. My name's Letitia Fry. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Big round of applause for Letitia Fry. She's one of the most amazing auctioneers in the country and in the world. And thanks to all of you for your donations. We have a few more stories to share here tonight. And thanks to all of you who are watching us live here on the stream. And I know, Ian, you just wanted to speak just very briefly about the fact that we have done, each of us, a lot of coverage on television about Habitat for Humanity. And you were telling me a minute ago about your experiences.
Absolutely. I first have to give a major congratulations to the ladies. You understood the assignment when it came to the blue jeans. Can we give a round of applause? You all look phenomenal. Carey, Letitia, everyone. Now the men, this was probably the event for you. You say, wait, I just got to wear blue jeans? Oh, I can do that. All right, so ladies, everyone's looking wonderful. And as Carey mentioned, I've worked in different television markets in Illinois and Albuquerque, Sacramento, and back here in my hometown. And Habitat has been a presence in all of those cities. And I've been on shoots where I've seen the tangible results that they do. You know, when you donate, you know, you wonder where your money's going. You know, am I going to donate to some thing that people will never realize, like happiness? No, I'm kidding. But what I love about Habitat is you see it, you feel it, it's right there on the ground, and you see exactly where those dollars are going. I've met the people that benefit from the amazing work that you are all contributing to. So it's such a great charity, especially when you can see, feel, touch, and later on visit all the amazing work that we're trying to do here.
And we want to introduce you now just with a brief video. I had the real pleasure of sitting down, all the videos that you see here, all the interviews. I was blessed to conduct all of these interviews. And the man who you're about to hear from is really one of the most extraordinary people that I've had the pleasure of meeting and sitting down with. Not only is he such a hugely successful person, he could have retired and just kick back and enjoy his life with his lovely wife. But he talked to me about how instead of retiring and slowing down, he wanted to kick it up into high gear because he realized that the success that he has had in his life is such a beautiful thing to share and to help transform lives. And Habitat for Humanity is his favorite charity. Please turn your attentions to the screen and hear from Fred Milanovich.
You're retired. Some say you slow down. Well, we actually speeded up because we saw all the need. We wake up in the morning with a smile on our face and just enthusiasm. It's a new life. It gave us a new life. So we're not retired.
Not by any stretch of
No,
the imagination.
we will never retire, I guess. We have purchased a large plot of land in Phoenix where we'll start this veteran village. So then they'll go there and help build their own home. And see, I think that's the key. I think the key is it's the hand up. You know, I realized when I was doing early philanthropy, I was doing handout. My strong recommendation is to get with an organization, get to know them. You don't have to volunteer immediately. You don't have to write a check. Just get to see what they're doing and get exposed, because it's like an activation energy. You know, it's counterintuitive, because when we're launched in life, you're given the skills to be a success. So what does that mean? You improve your lifestyle. You get a bigger house. You get a newer car. You have success. And so that's all about you. And so you have to go from you to we to us. And how do you break from the I to the we? And it's by getting with people that have a common cause. And Habitat is probably the best organization there is on the planet. And so if you get with them, even in a small way, it'll help you pull out, break the mold that you've been put in by society.
Thank you. Fred and Linda are truly great Americans, and I've had the pleasure of knowing them for about 3 years now. Fred's a graduate of the U.S. Air Force Academy, class of 1967. Let that sink in a minute. I was still in the sandbox somewhere, playing around. And here tonight with us is John Fuller, retired Colonel John Fuller, classmate of Fred Milanovich's, right here. Stand up, John. Say hello. John has been responsible for a lot of Fred's philanthropy, Fred and Linda's philanthropy here, and making the connection with Habitat, and it's just been a great partnership. Thank you, sir, for that. As Fred alluded to in the video, and you saw the picture of the three of them with some framing going on, he's funding the construction of 2 5-bedroom homes in Phoenix on land that Habitat is donating, was actually donated to Habitat for a veteran purpose. We're donating the land, Fred's donating the money, and U.S. vets will run the program for homeless female veterans. Those homes will serve hundreds, if not thousands, of families in their lifetime. Pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So our thanks to Fred and Linda and John. You're all sick and tired of hearing about COVID, but I did want to tell you that when COVID hit, we decided, we had 3 objectives. We didn't want to lose anybody, we didn't want to have to lay anybody off, and we didn't want to evict any of our families. Because remember, they're paying mortgage payments to Habitat. And thanks to God, none of that happened. A focus of mine over the last couple years has been building our team. As any leader knows, you've got to have a strong team if you're going to build capacity and increase your impact. And for the first time in our history, we're investing in our team by entering into a 12-month leadership development contract with Bruce Weber and Petra right over at this table here. And they are helping us build capacity, to build the best possible team of any nonprofit in the Valley. Thanks to Bruce, Petra, for doing that. There is tremendous need here in the Valley, but there's also tremendous capacity to help. And our job, really my job, is to go out and tell our present donors and our future donors that your money is well spent with Habitat, that we're good stewards of it, and your support is being properly managed. You may have heard that Habitat for Humanity was awarded Mackenzie Scott's largest gift to date. $436 million to Habitat network-wide. 84 affiliates shared in that. Habitat for Humanity Central Arizona received $8.5 million. We don't really know, I guess we do know, but they told us we were selected based upon operational expertise, solid governance, and innovation. That's all we heard about how they selected us. They never contacted anybody in the affiliate. They must have just gone to the website. Thank you, Dusty, and people who work on our website, looked at the videos, looked at our 990 and everything else, and selected us. So we think it's a great start to help us serve more and more families. We're hoping to leverage that gift with other large institutions that know the amount of research McKinsey Scott's groups put into finding worthy donors, and hopefully leverage that and into many more gifts to come, because we just need more support to serve more and more people here. All of that's I think all of this is because of you. It's because of your support. She saw we were a successful affiliate, obviously because of you and your support and contributions over the many years. Because of your support, since last summer, we've served over 350 families. We've built or are finishing 25 new homes. One of those was our 3D home, and that's coming up. We've completed 230 home repairs, 96 more emergency home repairs with cities we partner with. In all, we've served over 700 people, including 57 veterans, 210 seniors, and 135 disabled neighbors of all of us right here in the Valley. Our construction team has never been busier. We have an additional 29 new homes on the build calendar that we review every Tuesday. So we just keep plugging away. None of this would be possible without the amazing volunteers that we have. Yeah, how many of you are volunteers with Habitat? Amazing volunteers. Yeah. So get this, since last summer, 10,000 volunteers have come out to help Habitat. And they've contributed 58,000 hours of volunteer service, which we value at $1.7 million. So that's an amazing contribution from all of our volunteers. Our restores have been killing it. Anybody been in a restore lately? Our restore, yeah. Yeah, our restores have been killing it. They had their best month ever last month. Everybody, when COVID started to lift and everybody was tired of looking at their own walls and everything, they all wanted to go out and buy something, right? A lot of them came to our restores. They have been doing great stuff. We're keeping tons and tons and tons of stuff, useful stuff, out of the landfills. And I think that's important, right? That's one of our missions, is sustainability. Our deconstruction department is going great. You want to remodel your home or your office, call us. We'll come in, remove stuff gently, give you a donation receipt. It'll be sold in our restores. And yeah, that's a great program. And our COVID-born, I don't know if I like this, our COVID-born e-commerce business is really going strong. We have over 1,000 items on Amazon, Target, Walmart, eBay, and it just could be that McKinsey Scott recognized us because she knows someday we're a rival to Amazon. Never know. You don't know. Tremendous need accompanied by tremendous challenges must be met with tremendous capacity and love. We have and will continue to build that capacity, and that's our promise to all of you as our wonderful supporters. I'd be remiss if I did not thank some people for making this such a great night. First, a big thanks to our sponsors, of course, title sponsor, Stearns Bank. Tom, right here, you're quite the star. All of you, I recognize you on the TV. Thanks, Tom. Anderson Windows and Doors. Where's Anderson? Oh, right over here. Awesome. Steve Kirby and Tracy Nurum, I was at their groundbreaking, how many years ago? 3, 4 years ago? 2019. They gave us a nice check at the groundbreaking, so he's promised me a tour of their factory. They've got a huge factory out in the West Valley, and they donate all the windows and doors for Habitat's homes. So, thank you. Thank you, Anderson. Great work. Our developers crew, Cullum Homes, over here. Yeah. Rod, Kim, Lindsay, and Paul, longtime sponsors. We had one of our Blueprints and Blue Jeans, I don't know how many years ago, in one of their beautiful homes. I'm missing the red Ferrari, the keys for that red Ferrari. I never could find those, but that was in the basement. That was an amazing place. And Albertsons. Albertsons, another big sponsor of ours. Yeah. Danielle Kropp, board member, and Mark Blankenship flew in for here. Thank you very much for coming in to help us. And your program has quite a list of others that have made this evening possible. It's just too long of a list, but there are so many friends out there helping Habitat. And of course, Carey Peña, who's helped us with the last two events, Carey and her amazing crew. Ian Schwartz, thank you, sir. And we were comparing notes because my undergrad was in meteorology as an Air Force pilot. I thought that'd be a good thing. I don't know if anybody remembers his weather forecast in one of the virtual fundraisers that we just had, and he forecast, increasing housing costs and, winds coming in from the west. Those were all those people from California moving into the valley. It all came to be true. He's got a great record of forecasting really bad situations, actually. James Codewright, our Phoenix tech people, all the video streaming and the audio, thank you guys back there. And advisory board member Francine Snowvice, here in this sharp jacket here, has really brought endless energy and enthusiasm and leadership to this event. We could not have done it without you, Francine, so thank you very much. And yeah, and Lisa Pagel, Meredith Thompson, Ann Gregerson, Sue Blake, awesome people that were on the committee that helped with table decorations and everything else. And then from my staff, Sharon Logue, Amanda Hoffman, Kristen Folsom, Elena Carmen, Dusty Parsons, and of course, Liz Papswain, the brains behind the whole thing. Stand up, Liz, take a bow. I have an amazing volunteer board of directors. Many of them are here tonight, along with our advisory board. Thank you for your service and for being here for support. How about our artists? Let's give a big hand to our amazing artists in the back. How about all of our artists stand up? There's 6 of you out there. Let's have all 6 artists stand up, be recognized for their great work. There's one over here. Thank you. Make sure you bid on one of those doors, and each one is opening a new opportunity in their own way. And that was the guidance, that was the only thing said to them about the door, and that was their own design, ingenious painting. And so thank you very much. Save the date for next year. April 14th, 2023, Blueprints and Blue Jeans. Hope you can make that. Thank you so much for coming tonight, and may our good Lord continue to bless all of you and our affiliate. We really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much.
All right, well, since we're TV people, we try to keep things on deadline. So we just have a few final notes here to share with all of you. First of all, Kathy Arnold, you are the winner here. Where's Kathy Arnold? Yeah, oh, see, I love it. I love a good shout out. So this is for the 2 nights at the Princess, I believe. So Kathy.
Their 4th of
yes.
July is off the
And I love a good celebration like that. That was really nice. And Jason just talked about some of the sponsors. We did film a few more videos. I want to hear from those sponsors briefly, and then we'll wrap things up. So just turn your attentions, please, to the screens.
Hi, I'm Steve Kirby, Vice President and General Manager of Anderson's Western Operations located in Goodyear, Arizona. At Anderson, we believe in working together to make our company and our community stronger. The key is helping people open doors. We employ more than 320 people right here in the West Valley. And as part of our commitment to giving back, Anderson supports housing equity and home ownership by partnering with Habitat for Humanity across the country, including Habitat for Humanity's Central Arizona. Anderson gives back through product donations, employee volunteerism, and philanthropy. We're donating more than 150 windows and doors to Habitat for Humanity's Central Arizona this year. These are some of the first windows ever produced at Anderson's new manufacturing facility right here in Goodyear. Over the past 25 years, Anderson and the Anderson Corporate Foundation have donated more than $7 million to Habitat for Humanity affiliates. And our employees right here in the West Valley, they love to roll up their sleeves and volunteer on the job sites. We're so proud to support Habitat for Humanity Central Arizona because every door opens a new opportunity.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lindsay Cullum-Caldwell, Managing Principal and Creative Director at Cullum Homes. And this is my dad, Brad Cullum, founder and president. We want to give a big congratulations to Habitat for Humanity Central Arizona on building their very first 3D printed home.
Cullum Homes has been building luxury custom homes in the Valley since 1985. So we know a lot about constructing efficient homes with cutting-edge technology. We love that Habitat for Humanity built an innovative home for the community with this in mind. 3D printing is really the wave of the future.
Every door does open a new opportunity, and we are excited to see what Habitat for Humanity does next.
The Cullums, I have to say, one of the best families, the coolest families. So thank you guys. And Albertsons and Safeway, I spend a lot of money at your stores. So I'm sorry we didn't get a video for you, but I love you guys. Thank you so much. And we're going to wrap things up now by showing you one last video. And this is the excitement that's been building about this 3D home. It's gotten a lot of television coverage here locally and nationally, and it's super exciting stuff.
Yeah, I was watching, I think it was the CBS Evening News, and they were building this home from the ground up. The efficiency, the environmental friendliness. I do want to mention today is Earth Day, and Habitat, they have the most LEED certified buildings in the state when it comes to efficiency. So I love how they think about the whole picture with everything they do. So a round of applause for just the ingenuity and the forward thinking.
Yep. And now, if you would be so kind as to just watch this one last video, and this is exciting stuff. It's the 3D home right here in the Valley of the Sun.
Welcome to beautiful Tempe, Arizona. It was about 19 months ago that I was approached by two ASU graduates, Clarence McAllister and Paul Mooney, and they asked me if I'd be interested in some new, innovative, affordable housing solutions. Well, that took me about a nanosecond to say, of course we would be. So today we'd like to announce that Habitat for Humanity is building the first 3D printed home in the United States.
It's been hard. We first started looking, we couldn't find anything affordable.
Even a fixer-upper house was in the upper 400,000s. So when she had come home and told me, I think Habitat's building in Tempe, and I was like, no way. There's no way Habitat's building in Tempe, but if that's true, let's definitely get in.
Most people know about 3D printers. A 3D printed home is just on a bigger scale. We just use, it looks like an upside down torpedo that just extrudes cement, and it just continues to go around the slab that's already poured and just build the walls.
This technology compared to traditional construction work is different because you use less people to build up a home. It's more safe because the labor or the work is less physical demanding. It's also a cool technology, so young people like me are more committed to get into that field.
I was pretty excited because I had seen on social media this technology before, and so when we had an opportunity to be part of the first one in Arizona, we were all over the idea of helping Habitat for Humanity and being able to be on the leading edge of developing the technology.
We wanted the home to say, you know, this is modern and we're going in a new direction. But we didn't want it so modern and so out there that it didn't still feel like a home.
This is a super special day for Habitat as we have built the first 3D home here in Arizona.
We've been through a lot of struggles together. We had our kids really young, so we didn't have enough money to always save for a house.
I do think it's going to be a great way to address the housing problem, because the disparaging aspects of the wealthy and the people that can't afford a house is just getting ridiculous. And it needs to be addressed. And I'm just happy that Habitat was so, had the foresight to just jump into this and give this thing a shot, because that's what they're about.
I'm 100% sure that we will be faster, cheaper, and yeah, it's also a more sustainable way to build houses in the future.
Very beautiful house. Very beautiful house, and why not us?
Yeah, that's what I said at first.
Yeah, why not us?
I said, why not us?
Took me a night to sleep on it, but why not us?
And that's going to do it for us on behalf of Ian Schwartz and myself. As they say, every Habitat home is a miracle. And thanks to all of you for being here, for watching us on the stream. I'm Carey Peña, and we really appreciate all of you. And congratulations to Habitat for Humanity on all of your amazing work today and into the future. Good night, everyone.